All right. Hello, everybody. I am your friendly neighbor YouTuber Z-Rays, and today, what's up? Of course, it's another VRChat video. What do you expect? Anything else different? Sorry, you're not gonna find it here. But today, I'm at the map. Whoa! Oh my God, the cube observation by, say it, sniper, by your favorite person.
Heckin. Yeah, it's by True Aquapsych.
Yes.
The enthusiasm.
Catering, can you read it, please? Ooh.
Okay. Welcome to the Cube Observation.
Oh.
This is a short atmospheric puzzle world that takes about 30 minutes to an hour to complete. This world is playable solo. However, to get the full experience, 3+ players are required. With my large puzzle world, Cohen's Fate still being some distance away, I still really wanted to release a world before the end of the year, so I challenged myself to a 1-week game jam to force myself to make this short, compact experience.
Wow.
If you encounter a bug or need a hint, feel free to ask questions on my Discord. Warning: turn off earmuffs. This is very important. I don't think any of us have that on in the first place. This world is intended for VR. Desktop users will find some added difficulty in this world. Joining or leaving the world mid-game may cause a soft lock for other players. If you wish to leave, return to the spawn before leaving. This world alters player audio. No, it's not a bug. There is no hard limit, but 8 players is the recommended maximum. The timer starts once you exit this room. Good luck!
Obviously, epilepsy warning and audio, keep it to however you like. But thing is, though, I would imagine with True Aquapsych, audio has been used here and there. So keep it to, I'll say 60 to 65. I will say that much.
I've got mine on 80.
All right. So
One thing we should probably note is the one about altering player audio. If we are doing Discord, we're probably not going to see that.
yeah, that's also true too. Yeah. But again, just to keep in mind, to keep an audio, that's to your suiting. So terrible, catering, sniper, wolf, you're ready to use your brains? Let's go.
Beep, 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 beep.
Oh, there's a sign here.
It's the DMV.
Dark Pass. Did you know that this building was originally designed to be a state-of-art underground integration facility?
Interrogation. Oh, hey, we can pick it up. And it floats.
Yeah, hold on. Fate has different plans, however, sometime during construction, the cube apparated with the large interrogation chamber, unheard, unseen, and it remains there to this day. The owners of the facility were baffled by its random, untimely appearance due to a series of legislative events. The facility owners decided to shift their plans into construction and observation chamber around the cube, dedicated to its uncovered many mysteries. Why does it feel like every goddamn shape or thing has to have like a freaking mystery to it?
The cube.
Welcome to the Cube. Welcome to the Cube Observatory. Our state-of-the-art facility houses one of the world's greatest mysteries, the cube. If you are here with the tourist program, please proceed down the hall to your right, this was over here, by the way. Proceed down the hall to the right. You will find the cube chamber behind the large doors at the end of the hall. Feel free to observe, interact, and chat with the cube. If you feel inspired to join our cause, please read one of our application pamphlets. Have a cube-tastic day.
Wow, never did I think it would say, hey, talk to a fucking cube.
These cables are not safe.
Those are loud footsteps.
Bro,
Big door.
Main observatory. Training
Training room.
The cube. The cube!
Oh, wait, hold on. So you can... Oh.
I'm going to go in. You guys
I
go
wonder
to
if
the observatory.
I wonder if one goes in there to talk to the cube and the rest go to the observatory.
Wait, hold on, sniper. Don't go in. Don't go in yet.
Yeah, he hasn't interacted with it yet. He just walked in, but he's back out.
I blow.
Hi.
I mean, how about this? How about we chill in here and some dumbass go in there?
Yeah, that's I said. I'll do it.
Yeah, we could just observe the dumbass.
This
Are
is
you
for
bored of
Terrible
everyday
here.
life?
No.
Want to be near something vastly more significant than you? Have nothing else better to do? All of the above. If you answer D, then this volunteer position is the place for you. Due to the massive layoffs, we are now looking for volunteers to help keep this place running. Just think, you could be the one to uncover the origin of the cube. Talk to the nearest representative to start shipping up your application.
All right, hold on. Actually, okay, so Cater and Terrible, y'all stay here. Me and Wolf will be on the other side.
Can you see me through the windows?
Yes.
Well, there is another room. There's a forward office on the other side.
Go.
Yeah.
No.
Oh.
Get over here.
That's
You're
the
going over
office?
there. I got dibs on
Yeah,
the cube.
Wolf and me are over here.
There's
Gator
some
and
logs and stuff to read. You want me to read them?
There's a
Hold
piece
on,
of
one
paper.
second.
The
Okay.
cube is
hold on.
smiling, by the
Okay.
way.
Yeah, no, but I'm saying you stay with him, okay?
I'm
Catering,
saying.
you can go ahead and read it. Go ahead.
Observation report
Okay.
8673. QB.
Wait,
Sarah.
don't read. Oh, okay.
What?
Just go ahead.
You don't want me to read?
No, Catering was about to read something, but go ahead. Just
Yours has
finish
a
that.
lower number, so read that first.
Yeah.
Okay. So, Charlie, what do you think of the cube? You visited quite a few times recently. Charlie,
Hello.
I like QB. He's friendly. I like talking to him. Sarah, oh yeah? Does QB ever say anything back to you? Charlie, no, he just listens. Sarah, I've noticed you like to lay down next to QB. Do you have a reason? Charlie, the floor is comfortable and I like looking up at the bright light. I feel like QB is my friend laying next to me. I keeping watch over me. Sarah, have you ever tried using the markers we gave you to draw QB a picture? Charlie, no. I haven't felt like drawing anything.
Okay.
All right.
I have some
two
observation
here.
stuffs, but I'll hold them for now.
That was 8673.
Observation report 8321. Smiley face. Dan. Bill, we've got a match. Bill. Wait, the school smiley face competition actually worked? That was just a joke. See this one here? It matches the smile on the cube perfectly. Submitted by a boy named Charlie, age 7. Well, it's worth a shot, I guess. I want the boy in here by next week. Of course, we'll talk with the parents this evening.
Monsieur Wolf.
All right, and the other one is Bill and Louie.
Oh wait, you have another one?
Bill. Yes, I have 2 here.
Okay.
Observation report 8710. Panic. Bill. You say the boy vanished? Right before your eyes? Louis. Yes, well, no, not exactly. Elaborate. I was on watch duty last evening with the usual evening shift workers. The boy arrived on schedule to visit the cube for the 10 millionth time. We all sat down and started our typical observation notes, watching the boy do what he always does. After several hours of nothing, it was time for a dinner break. It was Sarah and Phil's turn to grab dinner for everyone else, leaving the rest of us to continue observing the boy do the same thing he always does. After a while, Sarah and Phil returned with trays full of piping hot chili. Bill, why are you telling me all this? Get to the point, the boy is still missing. Okay. Well, with only 2 steps into the room, Phil decides that he wants to trip, flinging bowls full of chili all over Terry's computer, which immediately bursts into flames. No joke. Everyone in the room rushed over to put out the fire. It took around 15 seconds of joint panic for everyone to chuck their water bottles onto the fire, stopping it in its tracks. Once everything had settled, we all looked back at the observation chamber. The boy had vanished.
Well,
So does this
Okay.
mean that the moment you stop looking at me, I'm going to go disappear?
Maybe? Who knows? We've got 2 logs on our side.
okay.
Get
Well,
reading.
you go ahead. You can go first.
Well, yours is technically before. Alright, then I'll read this
Fine.
one. You read this one.
All right.
Alright. Observation report 8712. Hearing things. Hey, Dan, did you hear that? Yeah, it sounds like a child crying. Where is it coming from? Door opens from the lobby, and in enters Phil. Hey, does anyone else hear that? No matter where I go, the sound keeps following me, like it's in my head. Everyone else here hears it too. Wait! It's saying I'm hungry. I want to go home. Is that Charlie? That means that he must still be around here somewhere. Split up, look for him. Everyone searches high and low, then reconvenes. No luck, he isn't anywhere to be found, but his voice persists. At least he seems to be alive still, wherever he is.
Observation report 8714. Silence! Sarah. Charlie! Where have you been? How did you get back? Charlie. ... Tears are streaming down Charlie's face. Sarah. Charlie, are you okay? What did you see? ... Charlie, say something! Charlie opens his mouth trying to say something, but no sound is produced. Charlie, why can't you say anything? Is this what happens to a majority of the people in VRChat? Because they don't talk
Say
either.
something! Say something! What's wrong with you? Say something!
All right, so Mr. Sniper, I noticed you're circling around. Can you click him?
No, but I'm
Can you
going
sit in the
to
chair?
mute myself in Discord for a minute.
Oh.
I'm going to mute myself and talk to. Hello, Mr. Cube. Can you do something for me?
Is he talking to the cube? I don't
Mhm.
think so.
He is.
That blow.
Oh.
Can you do something?
You have to unmute him in game. If you have him
Oh.
muted.
Ed Pats? Can I look inside your face? No. Can I sit in the chair? Hmm.
What if you walk away from him, like into one of the corners?
Much quieter.
Do we have to press a button or something? Is there a button in the main office?
I can
Let me
hear you,
see.
yes. Bye. Mr. Kadarin? And blow. Why are you here?
Nope.
Who said you were allowed?
Wait, hold on. I hear. Wait,
Mhm.
let me see something. So it's smiling right now. No.
I've unmuted myself.
No, I know. I'm just trying to.
What the fuck was that?
Nope.
Was it? Oh, that was you. Okay.
I think we have to connect the dots here somehow.
QB is happy though.
Wait, maybe we have to. Oh, maybe
Do you
we
have
have to look for a specific voice.
Hey, what if we,
I mean, if we're going based on the instructions, the only thing any of those logs say happened is if somebody was in there with the cube talking to it, and then everybody looks away, something happens to them.
Oh, wait,
So-
hold on. Let me try.
That's what I was saying, and I want to go
No,
in
I
there.
know.
1, 2,
What was that?
3, 4,
What was that?
5,
Oh, hello?
6.
Hi.
He's gone!
We got
Hello?
real loud.
He's gone!
Oh, he is gone.
Hold on. No, because look, I was gonna tell you, we should read this right here. This.
Yeah.
No,
It's-
but read it. You're not exactly
okay.
understanding. You just say
Alright.
yeah, but you don't read it. Wolf, also, I can't hear you because you're in game. Cause I lowered the voices.
Well, I turned us on in game because the whole thing with that is that he turns into a voice in your head.
No,
So
no,
you
no,
want
I
to
know,
have
but-
in-game voices.
No, I know. We're gonna change it quick, but I just wanted to hear you because I want you to read
Alright,
this.
yeah,
Like,
Well, I was saying it in game, but anyway.
yeah.
You say the boy
you guys hear me?
vanished.
Yes, we can hear
Yes.
Okay.
If you, yep. Hear a voice in our head, but really loud. You say the boy vanished right before your eyes? Yes. Well, not exactly. Elaborate. I was on watch duty last evening when the usual evening shift workers. The boy arrived on schedule to visit the cube for the 10 millionth time. We sat down and started our typical observation notes, watching the boy do what he always does. After several hours of nothing, it was time for a dinner break. It was Sarah and Phil's turn to grab dinner for everyone else, leaving the rest of us to continue observing the boy do the same thing he always does. After a while, Sarah and Phil returned with trays full of piping hot chili. Why are you telling me all this? Get to the point. The boy is still missing. Okay. Well, with only 2 steps into the room, Phil decides that he wants to trip, flinging bowls full of chili all over Terry's computer, which immediately burst into flames. No joke. Everyone in the room rushed over to put out the fire. It took around 15 seconds of joint panic for everyone to chuck their water bottles onto the fire. Stopping in its tracks. Once everyone had settled, we all looked back at the observation the boy had vanished. Which,
So-
that syncs up to what Sniper just had us
Yeah,
do, although it was only
basically-
like 5 seconds.
No, I know, but basically that's where the 15 seconds came
Yeah,
into
yeah.
play.
It just means everyone should not look.
All right,
Yeah, so, okay.
what's
There
new?
are outlines on the floor in here that match the papers. Like, there's one that's very distinctly like the
Onboarding.
introduction one that was on the wall. Yeah, so they kind of match the grid. So let's say like the top far left corner from the door is A1, and we can go from there.
Okay.
Wait,
so left
over-
left to right will be alphabets, and then top down will be numbers. So it'll be A1 is the top left, which is actually blocked off, and then it's
No, so
Hush.
alright,
So A1 is top left, which is blocked off, and then it's B1, C1, D1 is where the first observation window would be. D2, A, B, C, D, E, E1, F1, G1, H1, I1, HI, J1, then K1. And then going from that back wall towards the door, it's increasing in numbers. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13.
Yep.
Okay.
So I'm going to name some of them based on most distinct shape. So the one I can see that's like that onboarding one, which is the jagged sides, that would be H9. H9.
Okay, so A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, that's this one then.
And the fat side is facing towards away from the door.
Okay, and is it in the center of H1 or H9?
Roughly, yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, the
there's
big
an X
the
on
re-
there's an X on QB now.
Oh.
Wait, so that means it's right.
Heck yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
The really
The
really
next
big
most
one.
distinct one. Yeah, that would be C10.
Okay,
So that's
that's
AB right
this
right
one.
here.
Yeah, that'd have to be this one. And it's long side.
Long side is facing same direction the door is facing, towards the back of the room.
So
Maybe put it lower.
You know, it sucks that we can't show anybody what the room actually looks like.
Unfortunately,
unless Kaden wants to open up OBS and just quickly do that. Is it roughly centered?
I do not have OBS set up on this computer right now. Yeah.
maybe you can lower it.
Wait,
Yeah,
it's right.
yeah, it has to touch the floor.
It's right.
Okay, cool.
QB is happy.
I mean, he was
Okay.
happy already.
All right. The double paged double
Yeah,
page.
that one. I can see where that would go. That would be D7.
A, B, C, D, and that's 9, 8, 7. Okay, this one.
What a weird fucking thing.
Did it show up? Yes, it
Yes.
did. Okay, cool. All right. So there is a thin page with a round cutout on the top right.
I mean, it's cool, but it's like
Yes. I can see where that one goes.
This is the kind of thing where you'd want one person there, one person here, each recording, then do a split screen before him.
Oh, shit.
there.
Oh,
He moved
no.
now. Okay, now we can.
Oh. Oh. Okay. Okay. So there's the
No,
thin.
we can't hear you at all. So. No, I know.
What?
No speaking.
Okay. So the big page, the small page with the one round cutout, right? Where it's like the top right
Mhm.
corner. It would be on A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, 8. So it's one up and to the right from the intro one.
Can you do it? I can't get very far down.
How low can you go?
All right, that counted.
Okay. 3 up from that. So it's still I, but I5 is the one with the two, where the bottom has both sides, both corners are rounded.
Only one way to know if you are correct. Yes.
Okay.
Correct.
The one immediately to the right of that is the same size, but every corner is rectangle, is sharp.
Now, you could have said the one that also looked I guess it's hard to tell, but this one looks more like an envelope than the others, but sure.
Let's see what happens. Are miracles on the way? Yes, correct.
All right. H5 is which is now to the left of wherever you just were. Is every corner is rounded.
Let's see if you're correct. Dun 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 dun. Dun. Correct. Last one.
Which one is that?
The thin vertical one.
So 3 to the left and 1 up. So A, B, C, D, E, 4.
Oh wait, we also have the don't slip sign.
That doesn't count, does it?
I don't. Yes, it does.
You said E4 for the vertical, so that's this one. Where we get if you could put that down. Yep.
Correct.
C5 is the don't slip sign. Whoa!
Oh.
Shit!
Jesus.
Okay.
I just got
It's-
yeeted out of the map.
It's
Guys.
sucking us. Oh,
Guys.
Gator's gone.
Okay. I'm gonna fight it.
I got yeeted out of the map.
Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Yeah. It's still
Okay.
sucking us in.
Hold
I'm
on.
not going.
Oh, hey, I didn't get sucked in. Why did it warp me?
Hi.
The fuck.
Oh, now we're all here.
QB
Yeah.
says
QB
only
says
one me can be here at a time. I don't like being alone. It's good that QB is here with me.
Yeah, there's a lot of the same stuff that was there before.
QB says he really likes the papers people write about him. He says that he exists because of them. Since QB likes papers so much, I drew some papers around him since there aren't any here. And this one says, QB says I can return whenever I want, but my voice will stay behind. I don't really understand metaphors. When I'm ready to go back and I have to look closely at the mirror. Oh, okay.
I just walked by QB, and I didn't go very far, but neither did he.
Also,
Big door
Reyes,
corridor.
you missed a thing.
QB really likes the pictures of the papers, but he made me redraw them in specific spots. It took forever. I'm like, oh, so this is... So I guess this is when you get teleported. Okay. All
Yeah.
right.
I thought it looked much different, more different.
Hi, QB.
Guys, catch it, catch it. Come on, it's like a Pokemon. Actually, imagine QB being a Pokemon.
I mean, Knuckle Stack is probably like the closest thing to it.
Oh, his face glows.
QB,
It's just, it's glowy chalk. This floor looks a bit suspicious.
There's something on the floor over there.
Actually,
dead
QB, use
person.
Power Tail. I mean,
No, no, it's cables.
QB's got to use Power Tail.
Generator? No, door broken.
Broken door.
Really
Oh,
broken.
okay. Checklist. Bright lights in progress. Sound dampening panels in progress. Large intimidating wires
Nope.
delivered. Large heavy door delivered. Two-way windows installed. Estimate time of completion 4 weeks.
QB fell down. Oh,
We could say goodbye to him.
goodbye.
Wait, hold on. Before we click anything else, because don't click it, I want to see if there's anything here that we can
Say
do.
goodbye to the bitch already.
I think it's just the same room, but like
Incomplete.
unprocessed or at a different time period.
Yeah.
All right, let's go then.
Say goodbye to the bitch.
Oh, that's it.
Oh.
Wow.
Oh.
Okay.
Really?
I hope you enjoyed this little puzzle world. If you wish
Oh.
to see it expand or want to see similar worlds, let me know in the Discord. Also, come post a picture of your clear time in the Discord. Always enjoy seeing people finish the worlds I make. Well, I don't really do that, but yeah, you know.
Fuck your cube. Fuck your cube.
54 minutes.
Damn.
15 minutes. Wow, we beat everybody here. That's kind of crazy.
Damn. We're
Anyways.
the best playtesters ever. Let's go. And I'm
That is
stepping
a
on QB.
long dev note to read about.
I'm gonna
You
read
Yeah.
it.
just look at it briefly. You don't need to read it. Let them read it if they want to
Yeah,
pause it.
I'm gonna read
Yeah.
it.
Oh,
I was
well.
up one night thinking about how disappointed I was that Cohen's fate was not going to be done by the end of the year. Wishing I was working on something simpler, a new idea popped into my head. What if there was a cube that teleports you to an ethereal space, but only if everyone else around you isn't observing it? What if the cube had a face? What if a child drew the face on the cube and he was teleported to the other side and was able to converse with the cube? What if the cube's existence was dependent on people observing it? So it continuously travels back in time to a place where it can be observed continuously, so on and so forth. A long rabbit hole of ideas and a few less hours of sleep later, I had a clear idea in my head about how everything would fit together. I was able to pull together this world incredibly quickly given my strict 3-day goal, and I'm moderately pleased with the results. I feel like I was able to inject just enough story and atmosphere to give the player some sense of what was happening. The idea to amplify and silence players came in about halfway through the development. Having just a single player be able to view the puzzle solution kind of detracted from the group activity, because once that player came back, they could easily tell other players what to do, leaving little room for collaboration. Silencing the player, however, added an additional layer of puzzle solving. How do I communicate what I need to do? Do we need to send somebody else to also look so that we can know the solution? But then they too will be silenced, further increasing the difficulty of communication. One thing I didn't expect to enjoy so much was how people interacted with the cube. I got a good laugh out of every time a playtester started hitting up conversation with QB in the center of an insane asylum-looking room. I mean, yeah, we did the same.
I mean, the only real difference, I guess, is that we use Discord, which is a little cheatsy, but it would have been the exact same thing of just saying A1, whether or not we were Discord or not.
Yes.
Although also the volume for the voice is actually a lot louder than normal in-game
It's
voices.
just something that happens when you make a person have like infinite range on their voice. I've done that sort of thing before. It's just how VRC is.
Yeah, I was like, I thought you were on Discord, to be honest. I was like, damn, that's fucking really loud.
Alright, anyways, this has been the cube observation. I gotta say, from their other maps, I mean, I am quite interested to see where this goes because of the amount of time they put themselves for this map. And compared to the other maps, it is new. But who knows how it will be out in the end result. So, yeah, we'll come back to it when there's more to it. And, yeah. This has been the Cube Observation. Any final thoughts?
Bro, I'm stomping on this shit.
That's a neat little one. And I look forward to his other maps. Or their other map.
Alright, so we're gonna go for now. We'll see you guys later. Bye-bye!
Hey everybody, we're back at the studio. And we're going to discuss a little bit about QB. Any comments anyone wants to open up with?
Hold on. Before even anybody says anything, I would like Mr. Catering to actually say the first words, because as you may know, Mr. Catering doesn't go on a lot of maps with us, but when he does, he do be doing the big brain. So
He was the voice in our head during that map.
yes. So Catering, you may have the first words to the map. What did you think of it as puzzle wise and as challenge wise?
I mean, the concept was interesting, kind of on a scale of what it usually is. Overall, it was pretty short, and there wasn't a whole lot to the puzzles once you actually figured them out. But it was kind of acknowledged that it was a small, like side project thing when we were going into it, so
Now,
I think it was good for what it was.
now let me ask you a question. If you were making the map, how would you, make it as a final product? What would you add? What would you take away? If you were handling this.
I mean, that's a
pretty
loaded
open-ended question.
Well, because here's the
Yeah.
thing. Sorry, I just want to say something before you continue. Because all of us have done our fair share of puzzle maps, right? I mean, Sniper knows about True Aqua Psych that was one of his maps. So, this map being completely different from the other ones, because you obviously has played them as well, Catering. How would you think, as a final stand of saying, okay, this is the map, this is the final product, what would you say is needed and what is to be removed? Because you're saying it's short, and all the other maps have been longer. So yeah, I'm just curious. That's all.
So I guess the best way I could explain this is I would kind of point to the map that I would kind of hold as a good example for this sort of thing. I think the way Tenebris actually does its world building is fairly decent. So kind of having a progression that is more like how kind of that is, rather than the way QB, the map was, where you kind of just had all the exposition just shoved right in front of you at the start. You figure out the puzzle and then it's over.
Okay.
So it kind of just hits you with it all at once. it doesn't really drip feed anything. You don't really have to figure anything out. You're not like unraveling some kind of mystery. It's just, oh, this is what happened. You copy it. Oh, you did it.
Gotcha.
So
All right. So Sniper and Wolf, I see you guys are thinking about some things, so go ahead. Let us know how you felt about the map.
So that's an interesting point that Karen points out, that it is more of a exposition dump and then figure it out kind of situation. Because thinking about it a little bit more, a few of the other maps you've done by True Aqua are kind of like that. Notably, there's Nora's Awakening, Rupert's Tune, and Idris's Discovery, I think it was called, right?
Iris
Rupert's
Discovery.
Tune,
Yeah.
yeah. So Rupert's Tune was just a single escape room thing. That I would say isn't the thing, because you're kind of expected to figure it out as you go, and the more you go through it, the more you get. Nora's Awakening did just kind of expect you to figure things out, and it was certainly rough with that. But Idris's Discovery kind of had some of the same notes as QB in that same respect, where it does, just because you had the what's it called, the journal, and you like it just gives you a bunch of stuff. But then as you go out, you're just like, what am I supposed to do? And then you slowly figure it out, and then everything just starts rolling, right?
Keep
But-
rolling.
I think part of the fact that it was done in a short time frame, because I think he said it was like done in a month, or they said
Something
it was
like
done in
that.
a month.
Something around.
I don't remember what it was, because it was done in such a short time frame. I can see that it didn't have the sort of polish that
Depth.
the other maps had, where you still have some of that in the fundamental design of how you start the map, but because QB's thing was just a one note thing, it didn't get to have the ball rolling, so to speak. Now, conceptually, I think it was pretty neat, because I don't think I've ever seen a map do that before, where nobody's looking and then you suddenly disappear. I don't think I've ever seen a map do something similar to that before. And
Well,
I think it was actually pretty well executed in how it did that, except instructions may be a little unclear, I think, considering it took us a few times to figure it out. But
to be
those are some
fair,
good points.
in that case, I think it's because the amount of people we had and what's considered as looking away. Maybe we were all looking away, but like maybe just some sort of like field of view sort of thing like prevented it. So that could be user error.
Yeah.
I
mean, one time was also because I wasn't looking at the light.
that too, but obviously it's still user error regardless. But I think what's actually kind of cool was the mechanic of voice in your head, and then when he came back, just couldn't talk.
Yeah.
Literally bound by the game to not be able to communicate, which
Chat.
I find that kind of impressive, because I haven't, out of all the maps we played so far, it that seemed like one of the most unique ones.
Mm-hmm.
And you know,
yeah.
go on. You have a comment.
I just wanted to comment that that was kind of something I was expecting a map at some point to use, because I guess it was kind of a fair bit ago now, but a while back VRChat added all those functions to Udon that allow you to kind of manipulate player voices and stuff like that. So I was always interested to see when a map would finally do it, and it was cool to see a map that actually took advantage of that.
I'm glad that, well, at least True Aqua Psych seems to be pushing the bounds of a lot of maps in terms of mechanics and whatnot, which is really cool.
Yeah.
Of course, we got AI one, which, you know, mix of controversial and whatnot, but
But that was done
working
intentionally.
right, and it was also worked on physically by him. It's not like he just threw it in there and let it be what it is. He edited a lot of it, just let it help formulate the layouts and whatnot. But compared to all of the maps, they're all quite different in a sense, in terms of mechanics, in terms of length, in terms of story, in terms of various amounts of information being given to you. Sure, QB is relatively short, and then there's just 4 rooms that have the hints to getting to that point of the puzzle, and a little bit of story involved. And the actual sheets of paper being literally part of the puzzle, you know, as you can see from the video. I think, regardless of being short, it is a neat little thing. It's very team buildy, trusty. That's the whole point of it. You have one person relaying information to another group or person, like what we had happen. Obviously, it's one of those things. And I thought it was kind of. I was kind of always expecting something to just like jump or something to just happen, but nothing ever did. It's just everything was just always still. So
Which
the
I think
little
made
bit,
it better because it gives you that sense of, oh, you're expecting something, but nothing ever happens. So that like builds its own unnerving tension.
I was always in that state of like anticipation that something would happen, and like sound cues or just any sort of movement, like anything, just nothing. Like, although Caterin just non-existing for a little bit, it's like where the fuck did he go? But there was no sound cue for that, just gone.
I want to say
Which
something
I
on
think
that
that
note real
itself was
quick.
also kind of eerie.
I want to say this because when I actually ended up getting teleported, right, on the second time we tried it, I was looking up the light and I was just like, nothing happened. And then the moment I looked down, everything was different. I was like, wait, what? There was no visual indication that you got teleported or anything. It just happened.
It's really
So-
good though.
I'm kind of going to say something to the contrary, and this is kind of one of the negatives I would have for the map is the lighting in the alternate room that you get teleported to is notably different from the one you come from. So at least for me, I immediately knew when I had been teleported because I noticed the walls had changed shade.
Oh,
So
no, I was looking like straight up, like, and I was only focusing on the ceiling, so I didn't actually look at the walls at all. And then, like, I was just like, okay, whatever. The moment I started looking down, that's when I noticed.
I guess it really comes
Yeah.
down to what
But
you
you were
need
also
to see
laying down on the
peripherals.
floor. That's probably also the difference. I was just
yeah,
standing
well,
up.
I
and
was also
up.
looking up at the light, but I could still see the stuff in my peripheral vision, so I kind of spotted the change.
Yeah, I couldn't. That was the difference. That's neat.
Yeah, I mean, and he also unrelated, but he's got that other map that he's been working on, that RPG one that we played a little bit,
Mhm.
and obviously he's probably going to be working on more stuff. And I kind of want to see how many things get mixed up from past maps. I would like more of the interactive ones. Maybe
Yeah.
we'll have more of the um, similar ones to where not exactly, but everyone looks away, one person doesn't, and something happens. Maybe there's more visual cues that could happen, and that'd be kind of cool. Like you have to your group, if you're like maybe set up solo, you have to look in specific spots or have groups look in specific spots, and I don't know. Anyway, I'm rambling. So the map itself was pretty neat, nice, short and sweet. I thought it was kind of cute too, just big cube smiley face.
Mr. Terrible.
Actually, I have a question for Terrible, so he can actually help with this, talk about the map. Okay, so Terrible, as we know, sometimes you're very quiet when it comes to these puzzle maps, right? So I do have a question for you. It's a two-parter. For one, how difficult was this puzzle map, you can say, right? For not only yourself, but for in general, right? And then two, do you think when the map is finished that it will beat some of the other ones, or do you think it will just be still a bottom of the barrel?
I don't know, I'd say for this one, yeah, comparatively to the other ones where it was more, I'd say comprehensive, like it required a lot of, I don't say a lot because that's exaggerating, but some, like thinking somewhat. This one I'd say was on more of the easier side because it didn't require, because all it pretty much required was you to pretty much just actually read the text, understand what was going on, and then from that, just, yeah, you perform the action. So it'd just be like, oh yeah, for this one, all we have to do is really just read the text of what they gave us to do, and then from that point forward, we pretty much just we all looked away, and pretty much what happened. That was it. And from that point forward, we just used what we had to solve the puzzle. It wasn't really too comprehensive comparatively to the other ones. I'd say this one was more on the easier and like more straightforward side. It didn't really have like a lot
No,
of.
but remember, it is not done. So if it was to be done,
Really?
do you think it would be harder than some of the others, or do you think it'll still be easy? I mean, obviously you don't know, but you could just guess right now.
I'd say be on the easier side because I'd say the other ones were more like puzzle based and more like like look around the room and based on those objects you have to solve a puzzle, something like that. This one was more just like you have these cards that are based on a shape and stuff like that. You put them in a location, solve, and pretty much unlocks the location for everybody to teleport and stuff like that. It wasn't something too crazy. I'd say the other puzzles were much more crazy, and they already addressed that. They said that it was a short puzzle map that they made really quickly, so that's why I'm like, yeah, this one was just
It
very
doesn't. Yeah, because
straightforward.
I'm looking right now. It doesn't say it was work in progress. It just says it was short.
No,
So even
no. What I meant by is obviously, it could feel like a work in progress because what if the creator decides to go back and add more to it? Who
I mean, it's
knows? I don't know.
true. I don't know exactly what they would do to the overall room. They can maybe add some stuff to the side rooms that were just kind of there as to maybe just little bits and pieces to include more lore or add little bonus puzzles just for random things.
Science
Like
accuracy
Yeah.
would be
unlocking
nice.
test logs and stuff. They could do that.
Yeah.
But
That
I
was one
don't.
of
I
my
don't.
biggest disappointments was that main room you start in has a whole bunch of doors, but you only go through the
Well,
one.
that's what I'm saying. It's like maybe
Yeah.
that was something for the future, but the creator was like, "Oh, just because I wanted to do this, like I wanted to test myself on how fast I can do a map, I'll get to it sooner or later."
I mean,
A
I
lot of
get
cut
it. Having a
content.
large room with just doors just to identify a space with you can't even use. Like, I get that. Like you're just trying to set up a setting of and
Yeah.
direct them to a specific location. But they could add it to where it's like little lore based. I gotta go to the bathroom. Bathroom door opens up, whatever. But in terms of making doing more to the map, I can't see it being made any harder or anything like that. I think the way it is fine for a short map. If anything, they could, like I said, just add lore and or mini puzzles that are unrelated to the overall story to the other rooms, or maybe just a puzzle that unlocks lore that they choose to add to the story of said QB. Also, I like the idea of SCP related things, so
All right. I do have one thing I do want to say, and then obviously I'll leave the rest to y'all because obviously it is a short map. There's not much to it, but something did pique of my interest about that map specifically. Catering hasn't gone to this map yet, but do you guys remember Doors Industries?
Yeah.
Okay,
the most recent one.
Yeah.
So do you know how when we were going through those jail cells, you had to click the beds to teleport left, right,
Yes.
up, down, and stuff? Do you think that looking up feature could be the same thing as that, and then they might do a multi-room thing where it's like, oh, you can go to one and then look up and then another? I'm not saying that obviously it sounds like a good idea, but knowing these creators and, well, me and Terrible have experienced it more than y'all about how some worlds are, I feel like it could be a thing.
So
Hopefully not, but yeah.
rather than just staring at the light and like in the ceiling just looking up only, and maybe obviously as an alternative to just clicking stuff, if they wanted to directionally set it to where, okay, look at this wall for 3 seconds, you warp that direction. Look at this wall, 3 seconds, warp that direction. Obviously all directions is based off of looking, and it'll just like the Matrix where all the stuff pops up and
Yeah.
fly past, kind of like that, but like for directionals,
That's what I'm saying.
rather than clicking it to pull it for whatever. But it seems a little unnecessary. I can't see that really being used for
I can
other
see it being
things.
used, but I don't
like-
see it being fun.
Yeah.
Sounds like you're talking about the kind of puzzles that are in games like Antechamber.
Yeah, that's what I meant because remember, we have all experienced the map. Okay, so I'm going to use the perfect examples, right? Obviously, this map had, look up, one person gets teleport. We did magnetize. Oh, look, grab through something and it'll force us to go there. And then the last one is, click one, spawn to another object, spawn to another object. Now imagine using any of those three in another map for quote unquote puzzle. It could happen. It could. When?
It very
I
well
don't know.
could.
But
Yeah.
will it
Magnetize
also
was
be
fun, by the way. But
Yeah. Anyways, that's all I had to say. The map was fine, short. It's not too difficult, and yeah, I can't wait to see what else this map creator has to make and such. So you guys can say whatever else you want, but that's just on me.
And
I don't
honestly,
think
it
I have
seems
too much
like
more to say.
it's really
Yeah, but-
just one of those playtest maps for True Aqua Psych, because every map seems to be slightly different, if not really different from each other, and a bunch of new mechanics, and just seems to they just like to play around with whatever they can do and see what sticks. I'm sure we might see some reuses. Like I like the magic one, for example. I really do like that one.
Just Discovery is the one, yeah.
And sure, maybe they'll never go back to that, but maybe we'll get magic fighting zombies mode. That'd be fun. Instead of guns, just magic spells. You buy spells. That'd be cool.
Imagine an action game where you actually
fireball, lightning.
Yeah. Because the thing is, right? It seems like that there's two different types of maps that True Aqua makes. There's the long form maps, which is Nora's, Idris, Rupert's, and then the RPG one, right? And there's the other one, the fourth one that they're working on as well for the main line. And then they have the experimental one, which is like the AI escape, pirate, the brig escape, cube observation. And I think that's kind of just what it ends up being. So like you have one set of maps, which is just experimenting, seeing what you can do, and just having fun with it. Where then there's the long form. This is my drive. This is my main thing, kind of deal.
Okay. So,
any last comments?
Cool. I was just disappointed that when I took a picture of the cube, it didn't white it out like it said it would.
All right. So, with that out of the way, let's do one last thing and then we'll call it here. Overall ranking for the map, what do we say?
6 out of 10. 7 out of 10.
Yeah, we'll do out of 10. I gave it a 7. Mechanically, it did what it said it would do, and it was short, sweet. It didn't have any noticeable bugs from what I could tell. So, in terms of interest, it's not too high. Very simple. I like the cube, and I like the smiley face drawn on it. So yeah, I also give it a 7.
All right, 7. Catering?
7 out of 10.
Okay. And Terrible?
I was with the 7. I said 7.
So it's a 7 then. All right. Not bad.
It's a 7.
All right. Well, that's it from us. So yeah, go play their maps. It's really cool.
We'll catch you later.
Rambled a little bit about other stuff, but play True Aqua Psych's maps. Play all the maps. Play everything.
Play everything.
Do it.
Touch everything.